Good morning. Once again, we are set for another installment of Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions. It's with Sean Robertson, Gateville Law Firm. They're located in Yorkville and online at gatevillelawfirm.com. And Sean's a busy guy. He's with us via the phone lines once again on this Wednesday morning. Sean, how are we doing today?
Doing great. Thank you. How are you doing today, Mike?
We're doing all right. Looking forward to our next topic is these last couple of weeks dealing with some tough family situations where they run into some problems without having things set in place ahead of time. Family disputes come in when a loved one passes away. Today, we're focusing on a mom dealing with an ex-husband who passes away. What's the situation here?
Yeah, so this is a tough situation, Mike. So let's assume that we have two people that have a special needs adult child, which divorce is unfortunately, pretty rampant in the special needs community. And the ex-husband dies. He has no spouse, so the two children inherit. And one of the kids happens to be the special needs son. So one of the challenges with special needs is a lot of times they're on government assistance. And so in this case, they need to, number one, establish the mom as the guardian. But the second thing is they need to establish a special needs trust to protect the son's benefits so he can get dad's inheritance, but also stay on government benefits.
Yeah, and the son is a legal adult, right?
Correct. He is a legal adult. Let's assume that, so technically he's a legal adult, but because he's enabled to make his own decisions, that's where the court sometimes has to step in.
All right, so you mentioned a special needs trust to help protect the son and his benefits. What does the special needs trust do in this situation?
So in this situation, there's really two types of special needs trusts. So the first type, which is going to apply in this situation, is when somebody hasn't planned and it just happens, unfortunately, a death. So it's called a first-party special needs trust. So that comes with a Medicaid payback provision. So simply put, Mike, that means if the son passes away and there's money left in this trust, the remaining funds in the trust must go to reimburse the state for what they basically paid towards the disabled adult son.
So she loses control of that inheritance, huh?
Yeah, she's not very happy about it, which, I mean, you wouldn't either because you want your family money to stay in the family and you don't want the government to have an impact. But unfortunately, in this case, it does.
Yeah, so the father, had he done a little more proactive planning, what would have been the difference in that scenario?
So the difference in that scenario, Mike, would have been the father, if he would have done more proactive planning, could have left the son's share in a third-party special needs trust. So again, it's still a third party, meaning it's a trust, and it could have been in his will or trust upon a death where it got created. So the difference is there's no Medicaid payback requirement in this case, meaning the family could have potentially stayed out of probate court and guardianship court.
Such a huge difference with just one preemptive decision.
Yeah, so let me kind of point this out. So with the third-party trust, they don't have to pay back the state. So the benefit of that is the son could still stay on government assistance, but the special needs trust supplements what the government is paying. So in a lot of cases with the special needs child, that's a very big deal.
So when a listener is tuned in here and maybe they're in this situation, they've got a special needs child or grandchild, the main point here is to definitely plan ahead.
Yes, Mike. Early planning is very critical. And here at Gateville, we basically help families create special needs trust before the money is inherited. That way the disabled child is protected, public benefits are preserved, and the family keeps control over what happens to the remaining assets. And most importantly, they protect their son and their family, because what happens, Mike, is a lot of families try to disinherit the disabled person, and a lot of times that's not a good solution.
Well, with this case and all of these cases, Gateville Law Firm's there to help walk you through these problems and free consultations, right?